Hey, it's Murray here, and I'm excited to make this video to show you the latest updates we've made to our community forum and let you know what's coming up in the very near future. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up the community forum and how your students can get the most out of it as they go through your gamified courses on Xperiencify, and how our community features can enhance your gamified course experience even more. But first of all, what is Xperiencify's community forum and why should you use it? In a nutshell, it's a great place for your community of students and customers to gather, ask questions, respond, share, and support one another. It's a good potential replacement for other community solutions you might be using, such as Facebook groups, Circle, or School, and it creates a tight connection with your XP gamified course content in a way that improves engagement between your community and your course content. And best of all, our community forum contains a bunch of innovative gamification that none of the other platforms have that will keep students engaged, excited, and coming back over and over. And I'll talk more about that as well. So let's start the walkthrough. First of all, how do you get to the forum? Well, it's pretty easy. If you're starting here from inside your Xperiencify account, just click on the forum link in the left sidebar here. And that takes you right to the community forum area of your account. And now we're here in the forum. What I'd like to do now is quickly point out the different sections of the forum on this page so that you know what you're looking at, and then I'll dive into the functionality a bit more. So I'm here on the new posts page. This page shows you all the new posts since you were last here. In the test account I'm looking at, you can see that I've got a couple of new posts to check out. Once I've seen these posts, it's not going to show them again. It's only going to show new posts after this moment in time. Now underneath, you should be able to see where it says LYM Lab Community. This is a group, and inside the group we have spaces. You can think of spaces like topic areas where the forum posts and discussions live. And as I click into a space, you can see the posts being displayed here. Now, as I scroll down, you can see all of the spaces inside this particular group. And then after those, we have another one called the $97 experiment, which contains yet more discussion and posting spaces. And we've got more groups as we go down the page. You can have as many groups and spaces as you wish. And one quick note, because we're looking at this forum while we're logged in as the account administrator, it's going to show these weird looking things. Now, these are buttons that only I can see, which allow me to create new spaces and groups inside the forum, as well as delete spaces and groups and move them around. For example, clicking this button will create a new space within the current group. Let me go ahead and do this right now so that you can see how it works. But first, let me change over to a new account so this walkthrough matches what you're going to see in your account. Inside all new accounts, we create a few placeholder groups and spaces. You can see them here. Your first group with a space called Introduction Thread, and your second group with a space called Success Stories. Now let's say I want to create a space called Official Announcements inside this group. I'd click this button and then a sidebar will pop open on the right. I'll type in the space name and then select an icon to use for the space. Next, we have the permissions. This allows you to decide who can see this space inside the current group. You can choose to allow everyone in the group to see the space, or you can hide the space from everyone except students who have a particular tag or a collection of tags. Now, I'm not going to go into tags in this video, but there's plenty in our help center about how to use tags. So I suggest you just do a search over there for more context. Next, there's the option to mirror course content into this space, and you can ignore that for now. I'm going to come back to it later. Next, there's the default notifications section. This is where you set what you want the default notification options for this space to be. For example, if you wanted to set up a space called Official Announcements, then you might set the email and in-app notifications to be on so that all students receive notifications whenever there are new posts in that group that you make. And by the way, it's important to know that even if you have the new post notifications toggled on here, students still have the option to turn them off inside their account. For non-essential groups though, it's best to leave the default notifications turned off so students aren't overwhelmed with notifications. Next, I'm going to click the Create Space button to create the space. And you can see here that the space is now at the bottom of the group. Now, if you want to move it, just drag it to where you want it to go. In this case, I'm going to demo by putting it above the original space that was in this group. Now, to create your first post inside the space, first click into the space and then click New Post and add in some content. When you're done, click Save to create the post. And now that you've got your new post, you can pin it to the top of the space by clicking on this option. Now, that's going to be pinned to the top of the forum, and it'll be the first thing that people see when they click into this space. It works the same as the Facebook pin to top functionality in the Facebook groups. So now let me show you some organizational tricks. What happens if you have a group with a lot of spaces? It might become quite a long list, right? So that's why we've added a space divider functionality, which can help you organize your spaces. Just click here to add a space divider, and you can create as many sections within a group as you wish. And once created, you can easily drag spaces around into those new areas. And next, let's say that you want to create a group only for students of one course in particular, or perhaps students who have one or more tags in particular. You do that by going to the group name, clicking on Edit, and then scrolling down to the Who should be able to see this group section at the bottom of this panel. Now, this permissions panel is going to be your best friend when it comes to determining who gets access to what group. As you can see, this group is limited to students in the LYM Lab course. And one thing we've done in the past is set up a VIP group just for our alumni students, people who have bought at least one course from us in the past. And for those people, once they complete any course in XP, we give them a tag called alumni, and then set the group visibility to look for that tag in particular. And when you set that tag, you can also automatically send them an email, a text message, or a pop-up to say, hey, guess what? You've now got access to the VIP alumni group in the forum. Click here to go and access it and introduce yourself and make some connections, because this is a group full of our most advanced and most accomplished students, and you want to be in relationship with these people. So that's one thing we do that works really well. And you can, of course, set up a group to be available just to everybody. Just set this drop list to be everyone. And that's what a lot of people do. They just have one forum group that all of their students can access. And we also have a way in the group settings to allow you to hide the members list inside any given group. Some course creators want to have the members list accessible and some don't. So this is how you control that. And one last thing I wanted to show you is the accent color. Just change the color in the group panel here, and then it becomes the main color used in that group, as you can see here. Now let's click into a space, and you'll see we have some tabs at the top: Posts, Members, and Search. Posts simply shows you the forum content inside the space. Members just shows you the members inside the group. And the search option obviously allows you to search within the group. Next, we have some sorting options available to change the order of the posts inside the space. The sorting options we have are latest posts, new activity, oldest posts, popular posts, and most liked posts. In the sidebar we see a few things. First of all, pinned posts is a box where students can see the posts that they've pinned or bookmarked for themselves. Most liked posts is a box that automatically shows the top 5 most liked posts inside the group. The most comments box shows the 5 posts with the most comments. And the trending posts box shows the 5 posts with the highest number of both likes and comments in the past day. In other words, the posts that are trending. So let's now talk about the future of our community features. First thing I want to mention is social points. We're about to introduce a brand new points system just for the community and social areas called social points, or SPs. Now, social points are different to regular XPs that students earn when taking action inside courses. And you'd use social points to incentivize action inside your community areas. Imagine being able to automatically reward people who are participating a lot in the forum. For example, if a student, say, makes 5 posts, they might receive some social points. Or you might give them 10 social points for every 10 posts they reply to. Or you could give them some SPs if they get a certain amount of likes on their posts or comments. Or perhaps you want to award 100 SPs or an achievement badge or some other kind of bonus when a student hits 500 posts inside the forum. The rules will be completely up to you, and it'll be super flexible so that you can incentivize exactly the kind of behavior you want. Second, experience engine integration. Soon you'll be able to create new spaces or schedule automatic posts using the experience engine. Imagine students reaching a certain point in your course and a new space magically gets created in the forum, along with a post by you asking them to reply or do something in particular. The sky's the limit for how you'll be able to automate your community forum and sync it with what's happening inside the course. Third, we'll be bringing celebrations into the forum as well. So once students take certain actions, you can surprise them with those Easter egg moments, with animations, confetti, sound effects, music, etc. 4, we have a direct messaging module in the works too, which is going to allow students to send messages to each other. It's obviously going to be an option that you and your students can turn on or off, because not everyone wants to be DM'd or be DM'd. It'll really be up to you how you use the direct messaging and the group chat inside your community. And number 5, building on DMs. You'll soon be able to create pop-up chat rooms for whatever purpose you wish. For example, a coaching chat room, or perhaps a let's talk about topic X chat room. So from here on the sidebar, you'll be able to create a pop-up chat room for all your students, or just a segment of your students. You'll be able to schedule it so students have notice it's going to happen, and then once it's started, it'll pop up and people can join. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. If you have any questions or feature requests, just get in touch with our friendly support team. I hope this was helpful and exciting to you, and I hope it fills you with ideas for how you can add a successful and highly engaging community to your course or educational experience. And I think that's the really important thing to underline here. Our ultimate goal isn't just gamifying courses, but to gamify the entire education experience from start to finish, and then make it hyper engaging.